I remember my first Parramatta lent me a bike to start off with, just an old club bike, and I remember my first race I did, it was a para time trial down in Canberra, and it was an old road bike, and I couldn't shift the gears because it was not electronic shifting, so I didn't have it set up for any adaptation. So I remember I stuck it in one gear and just did the time trial as best I could. I remember getting off like halfway and had to walk up the hill and then get back on the bike again. But like at that stage I would have been young, so I just enjoyed riding. I think back then, I feel like if I look back at it now, I feel like missing out on Rio, like I understand it. I think I was, now being older and being more mature, I was not near the times, like, okay, I was the quickest in Australia, but I was off the mark internationally, and now I know, like I knew that. And I think if I'd have gone, I wouldn't have had any other international experience. So I think for me it was just probably more just, okay, this is a possibility. This is a possibility for me. I can represent my country. So yeah, definitely wasn't anything disappointing. Like I sort of understood it. I knew what it was, and you sort of, I guess you always want to go to these overseas things, but you want to go there to win. And like I knew that I was way off the pace, so it didn't really bother me too much. But it was more like, okay, cool, let's go for Tokyo. I'd finished my schooling, so the same year as 2016 was my HSC year, so I could focus on school. Finished that, and then I went straight into university. But I spent the next 12 months just on track. Like that was okay. I'm gonna try and make the World Championships team for 2018. So that's what it was, and that was myself and Tom Dawson. So yeah, it was a big 12 months, and then I remember riding nationals, and I rode the qualifying time at national at states like 2 weeks before, and I rode it by I beat it by half a second, and I've got this photo, and it's like me and Tom, and we're just like, we're gonna do this. It's just taking the sport by the horns and just doing what you can, not letting anything hold you back, and if you've got a goal, working towards that goal, and just really try and do your best and get to where you want to be. There's always more, like what should an extra 5 seconds going to do? Like what's it really going to do? You can rest afterwards. You can go lay down. You can go have a sleep. Like an extra 5 seconds now is going to really pay off for later on. It's probably the difference between first and off the podium. So I think yeah, it's definitely a mental challenge, but it's all in your head.